Well, hello there and welcome to the next episode of this F1 2017 Sauber career mode. We're at USA, Circuit of the Americas. Outside at the moment, we're getting ready for short qualifying. You can see it's raining lightly. So the first thing we'll do, we'll listen to the voicemail to see what the target is, and then we'll talk about practice. So qualifying 17th and beat Kevin Magnussen. So it was 18th, it's now 17th. Okay then, so practice sessions. First of all, we've managed to get 275 out of 275 resource points. We're now at 1,893, which means after the qualifying and the race, as long as it all goes okay, we'll have over 2,000 resource points, which means that we can get 4 durability upgrades done at the same time. As for the practice, we're slightly off the pace. We're towards the back of the field. I've been struggling tweaking a setup that I've got, and it's not brilliant. So it doesn't really matter anyway. Because I've taken a load of new parts, I've decided to pretty much take in a 7th or an 8th power unit, something like that, and also the gearbox as well. I did want to do 6 races with it, but unfortunately we had gear selection problems in both FP2 and FP3, so I thought I might as well bite the bullet, as I'll be starting at the back anyway for about a 30 place grid drop. Let's just get a new gearbox, which we'll now comfortably see us to the end of the season, because we've only got 4 races left, including the one we're going to do here. So I don't know if we'll need to get any more bits. Some of these should be okay until maybe the last race of the season, but yeah, a bit disappointing anyway. Now onto our 8th unit here of the ICE and 7th for everything else, and our 6th for the gearbox, so hopefully next season it won't be as bad. So we'll go to short qualifying then, and just to what am I doing? Where am I going? I don't want to do it, do I? No. We'll go to short qualifying then, and yeah, see what we can do in the intermediate weather. So then we can see here that it is wet, but I think towards the end of the session it's going to get wetter, so I think anyway it might be just intermediate throughout. No, heavy rain towards the end, so I kind of want to get out there as soon as possible then. So yeah, first thing we'll do then, we'll have a look at the setup and just show you what I am working with at the moment, although I probably will make a few tweaks. Tempted to have the fuel up a little bit. Aero is 7.6, but I might change it to 7.7. Transmissions 85/60, suspension geometry 3, and then 1 on the rear camber all the way to the right of it, in the middle for toe and rear. Suspension is 75/87/55, brakes 82/54. The tyres I'm going to drop down a little bit, I think, and the weight distribution was at 6, but I'm going to tweak that to 7. So tyre select, intermediates as we know. So yeah, we'll get out there on track now, put some laps on the board, and I think we'll just pound round for 3 or 4 laps. Best thing to do really, because it's going to get wetter, so I want to get out there as soon as. So then just coming around to complete the out lap now. This is going to be completely new to me. All 3 practice sessions have been dry, so just check we've got enough fuel. We've got enough fuel for probably 3 laps, and then probably after that it's going to get a bit wetter, so yeah, this is going to count. So come around the final corner now to complete our first lap. It wasn't great, to be honest. I made a lot of mistakes. Definitely go quicker. So this lap does feel a lot better. Already less than 5 minutes of a session to go. We're about half a second up. Just 1 corner to go. It's now heavy rain apparently, according to Jeff, so get a nice exit out of this, and this will probably be the only lap we can really do. Indeed, up to 6th place then, just a second and a half off whoever's on pole at the moment. We'll keep going round, but I think this lap will be ruined. It's not bad actually, we're 6 tenths up. We're now 8 tenths up, coming to the final corner, so we might move up a couple more spots here at least. Only into 5th place. So Hamilton's taken pole position by a 10th over Bottas and Vettel, with Raikkonen in 4th place. Red Bull 5th and 6th, Ricciardo and Verstappen. We would be starting 7th place, but we've got grid penalties, which is a shame. Massa, Perez and Hulkenberg rounds out the top 10, and then further back, Verline was 4.7 seconds off of pole time, and Alonso's done well to get up into 16th place. But yeah, a bit disappointing that we're going to be starting all the way to the back. It would have been nice to start 7th, but it is what it is. I've always been good in a wet compared to the AI on this, and yeah, well, yeah, it's all right anyway, wasn't it? 7th place. So then the resource points for qualifying, another 85, which brings us just short of 2,000, so we should almost certainly get that. The rivalry as well, we've done a little bit of there, so it's now 18 to 13 against Magnussen, so we're still looking good to lock this one away. And the team approval again would have gone up, finished 17th for Hyatt and beating our teammates, so yeah, it's still going up a little bit of all the teams, which is nice. And now finally we'll listen to the voicemail to see what the target is for the race. 14th. It's going to be difficult because we're starting at the back now. I wish I took that into account. But such is life. So then, nothing else to look at really. All new bits in the car. And yeah, so we'll go straight to the race then. Probably start on the harder of the two compounds. And yeah, try to make our way through the field as best as we can.
Well then, after an exciting qualifying session yesterday, let's take a look at how the cars line up. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, and starting alongside of P2 is Sebastian Vettel. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Raikkonen, Ricciardo, Max Verstappen, and Massa, Perez, Hulkenberg, Ocon, and Lance Stroll, Magnussen, Bottas, Pascal Wehrlein, and Van Dorn, Palmer, Alonso, Daniel Kvyat, and Roman Grosjean. Sainz and a Sauber rounds off the grid.
So then again, multiple penalties affecting probably half the field. Looks like they're all having to change parts in the last few races. Shame we couldn't take advantage of that, because if we didn't have any changes we would have been 6th, because Bottas has had a 10 place grid drop from 2nd to 12th. But yeah, we're starting at the back, which is what I expected. We probably had about 40 place grid penalty, to be honest. So we'll have a quick look at the race strategy. Ultras onto supers, we're going to change that. There we go. Maybe about there. No, that seems alright. Laps, we'll go up to 15, I think. And yes, it's going to be sunny throughout the race, and then just towards the end it's going to get a little cloudy. So yeah, we'll go into the race with this head, starting on the supers onto the ultras. And yeah, let's see what we can do from last place on the grid. So then, the USA Grand Prix lights coming on now, building the revs up to something decent. Oh, it's not a great start, is it? Right, let's take it easy into turn 1. Well, as first corners go, I've had better. Not a bad double overtake on the Taurus there, up to 17th place. Next up is Alonso. Can we get a run on Alonso? We're already gaining in his slipstream. It's going to be a late one if it is. Not bad, 16th. So we've got a teammate ahead of us now. Hopefully we can get DRS off the back of him. We're a lot closer. Might be inside of Wehrlein into 15th. Okay, people are making pit stops now, so it's my opportunity to put it into rich mix. Oh, there's a Red Bull to my left. It managed to sneak through. Here comes Ricciardo, but he's not exactly flying past me. I'll hold on to his place as best I can. Oh, Hamilton's just... or Bottas I should say. Didn't expect him there. Through goes Bottas. I've now got Massa behind me. So we're going to pit. See where we rejoin. Seventeenth place. A lot closer to signs this time. We make them move for 16th place. So into the final lap to complete a largely uneventful race. Round the final corner then, 16th place it is. So then, yeah, largely uneventful race. I'm sure the highlight package will be very small. But Vettel has managed to win the race with Raikkonen in second and Ricciardo in third. Bottas has recovered well from 12th in the grid to 5th, and Hamilton has had to make 2 pit stops, not too sure why. So his pole position is now turned into a 9th place in the end, which will change up the driver standings. And Ocon picks up the final point. Further down then, we did finish 16th between the Toro Rosso guys. 39.5 as my fastest lap is pretty much, yeah, with the Toro Rosso guys. So we've done well to make up a few positions anyway off of 20th place, but yeah, I just wasn't feeling it. As soon as FP1 was underway, I was just like, nah, this circuit doesn't feel right for me. I'm going to struggle here, and that's exactly what's happened. But we've finished another race anyway, so this is something we can largely forget, I think, and just move on to the next one. As for the standings, yeah, Raikkonen is now only 11 points behind after Hamilton's 9th place, with Bottas in 3rd place, just 12 points ahead of Vettel, with Verstappen in 5th. We remain in 11th place on 33 points. And in the Constructors, Renault have jumped above us. I think Hulkenberg was 8th in that race, so we're down to 7th place now, tied with Toro Rosso still and 2 ahead of Haas. In the Constructors, Mercedes have had their lead cut. They're now only 23 points ahead. And the fight for 4th place between Williams and Force India is still at 9 points. So then the resource points, this will take us over our target of 2,000. Not the best. And the first driver bonus, this will probably be the lowest it's been for a while. Still only 26. Finally the rivalry update. Even pegging, 3 ticks for us, 3 ticks for Magnussen. And unfortunately the rating would have gone down a little bit there with most of the teams, although it still went up a little bit with McLaren. We're now pretty much halfway with them. But if they do offer us a contract, I'm definitely going to be saying no. And finally, the career score, this will probably be quite low compared to what it has been before, although we've got a nice little bonus there for qualifying in 7th place. Yeah, not even 8,000, so yeah, you can tell we definitely struggled in that then. So then, that is the race all done. Next thing to move on to then is the upgrades. We've got 10 left, looking at the durability, that's about right, so we can do 2, we can do 4, can't we? So energy store. The third and final one for the MGUH, and also we can get some of these done as well. Could do another one on the energy store if I really want to. It doesn't really matter which ones we do, but we'll get the electronics underway. And energy store, what usually goes? The MGUH is quite bad, isn't it? And we'll do the electronics over here as well. So that will leave us then with just 5, with I think, is it 3 races we've got left now this season? I'm not too sure. Let's have a quick look at the old trophy room. Yeah, we've got Mexico, Brazil and Abu Dhabi. So we've got 3 races left to try and get at least 2,000. The target is now 2,500 resource points. I think it's achievable. We can get something like close to 700 per 700 or 800 per race weekend, as long as it goes all right. So there is still a chance we can do it, but we might have to maybe do the last 1 or 2 at the beginning of next season. But anything we have left over, we might just start spending it on the side sort of over here to get things a little bit cheaper. But certainly in season 2 we'll be looking to probably do a chassis, to be honest, before anything else, because we are a long way behind of that, as you can see, which is a bit of a shame. But yeah, we'll crack on all of that in season 2. And so yeah, that's pretty much it then. We're all done here for USA. Not the most entertaining race, and unfortunately the last 5 or 6 we've had some good results. Singapore, second place at Malaysia, for example, and even a good battling point at Japan, which is a track I really don't like. And yeah, a bit back down to earth with this one then, sort of back where we have been, towards the back of the field and scrapping with the lower midfield. Hopefully that will all change next time out of Mexico, because it is a track I do like. So thank you very much for watching this episode, and hopefully I'll see you for the next one very soon.